Hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger and welcome back to Stanley Parable. Yay! So last time we were here, we found a broom closet and then we blew up and it was fun. So I remember some of the things about the original mod now, and I remember, as I mentioned before,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hi. Hi,
Stanley
narrator.
decided to go
Nice
to
to
the
see you
meeting
again.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, we're not actually going to go to the meeting room today. We are going to go over here to desk number 434.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Turn this computer off. Wasteful. So, we have to go up here, I think. We have to kind of walk up. Yep, okay, there we go. And then we crouch. Oh, there we go. Go over that. And I think we can go out this window if I remember correctly. Oh, yes. Oh, no. We've gone out the window.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Nice.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
It is lovely, isn't it?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm over it now.
Yep.
What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
I don't
Do
know.
you think it would have been particularly different?
Yes.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Yes.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh,
Probably not.
Now, think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
Yes.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
Yes.
What if
Yes.
the other option is even longer? How long
I don't
will
care.
you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one.
Haven't done that yet.
So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
I don't know.
Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
I don't know.
Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the
Okay.
other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact,
well,
I'm just going to say that no one who's
Shut
listening
up.
to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay. Well, how about we go find out what the yes is?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And there's a door and a window. Yay! We did it.
At first, Stanley assumed
Now we gotta
he'd
go
broken
through
the
this
map
all over again.
until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game
Can
for its
we
insightful
make
and witty
this go faster,
commentary
please?
into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
Yes.
now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Not quite
Why
as
don't
much
we take a minute
as
just
the
to
first
drink
time.
it all in?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
we've,
over it now.
We've drunk
What
it
do
in.
you think? Are you
We've
sick
drunk
of
it
this
in.
gag yet?
Yes, we are sick of it.
Well, I
Yes.
don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now.
Nope.
You could have done it just then.
Nope.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
Nope.
Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Nope.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
Yep.
So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay. Ooh, a song.
There once was a man named Stanley,
Uh-huh.
who people considered so manly.
Ooh.
But the truth must be told, He was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Keep singing, sir.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Yay! Encore! 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 Okay, this is just loop now. Probably just loops now, doesn't it? Yeah, it just loops now. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so just checking around, see what's around here, if there's anything worthwhile.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his
one on the left. Yes, left door this time. Left door. And memo room. Blah, blah,
Yet
blah, blah,
there
blah.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Downstairs. We can go downstairs. Ooh, downstairs is different.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nice.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Oh no.
He might be fired for that.
Yes.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Looping.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
This is looping.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
No, it doesn't.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah, like this is looping.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Whoa.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Like I said,
Stanley
looping.
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
I'm invisible.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
I'm invisible.
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
No, not really.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Maybe I am
go
crazy.
Back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
I know. Wondering how long this goes on for.
He imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Valid point, Stanley.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
peculiar.
The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Well, you're confusing me.
The voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
He would going insane.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited
Oh my
himself
goodness.
to wake up.
Whoa.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a
Interesting.
world outside this one.
Uh-huh.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Wake up.
I wish it to be over.
Okay.
Let me go back to my job.
Yes.
Let me continue pushing
We've
the
just
buttons.
been daydreaming.
Please. It's all I want.
Just daydreaming.
I want my apartment and my wife and my
Wait,
job.
our wife doesn't exist,
All
though.
I want is my life
we've been through
exactly
this.
the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Okay, so we are dreaming because
Everything will be
we
fine.
mentioned our wife, which doesn't exist.
I am okay.
Mm-hmm. And we're still here. Great.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be
Oh,
real.
my goodness.
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Whoa. That's kind of creepy.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mm-hmm.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
And we're dead.
But on this particular
Wonderful.
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon
Wow.
turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy.
Yes.
This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Yes.
I am sane.
Very normal.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Well, I'm certainly
Then she
glad
remembered
death
the
helps you
meeting
feel
she
better.
had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by
Interesting.
extension,
Yes.
the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
There's this dead
And
person.
then she turned and ran.
I should run. Well, that got very dark very quickly, didn't it? Oh. Death. Well, we should try another ending here.
All of his co-workers were...
Let's try and find another one.
No.
Wait.
This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
That was weird. Not the right office. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, huh? This is the right office, right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the left. See if there's anything upstairs. I feel like there's got to be something in that boss's office that we can manipulate.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
so
there.
let's go check out
Coming
the
to
boss's
a staircase,
office.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs this time. Alright, so we sure that there's nothing behind this door? We sure there's no way? No. Anything over here? Now these doors are going to shut on me. What if I can make them close?
Stepping in.
Oh, there we go. Huh. Okay, so... huh. Well, maybe we have broken the game. I don't know. Huh. Let's go back down. Can't close that, can we? And, oh, that's different. Wonder what's over here. All these doors are open. This door is open. There's this door. I don't know. Left is open. Huh. Oh, this door back here is open. 428's open now, and it's black void and nothingness. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, okay. You are now leaving. Escape pod bay, floor 760. We're on floor 754. Oh, wow. It's like some kind of incredible secret. So we have to go up. Let's go up to the escape pod and see what's up there. 755. Whoa, that's the same door numbers on there too. That's very confusing. And I guess we're going up here. 756. Whoa, that is weird. So I guess we have to keep going up these floors. 757. Same numbers. Elevator's not working. No. Guess we gotta walk upstairs here. The long way. The long way. Same numbers. Elevator's not working. I wonder if we get to 760, it'll be like a troll and we can't actually do anything. 759. So next floor. Supposed to be where we can leave. Aha! Escape pod launch bay, 760. 3. Now entering the escape pod will... Oh, once entering the escape pod... Upon entering the escape pod will initiate a relay. Triggered, cannot be disabled or paused. Both the narrator and player must be present or... Uh-oh. Narrator! Are you here, buddy? You here, buddy? I'm reading the fine print and you gotta be here. You gotta be here. Okay, maybe we should just try and go and see if we can find him. I guess I walk this way. Oh, there's the pod. Narrator? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess we couldn't escape because we didn't have the narrator with us. Well, that was something of a failure. So we did not escape, but next time we'll try to figure out some other things to do here in the Stanley Parable. So for now, thank you for watching. I will see you once again next time, perhaps with a little less darkness in the Stanley Parable.